Hello and welcome to PetXI Interactive, your home to GCSE revision on the go. In this maths burst, we'll be concentrating on fractions, specifically adding and subtracting them. For this, we'll be using the peanut method. You might have heard of this before. If you haven't, then you'll be absolutely amazed because it is absolutely brilliant. This is a method for adding and subtracting fractions only. Don't use it for multiplying and dividing. If you do so in your exam, then two things will happen. Firstly, you'll get the answer wrong and you'll get no marks. Secondly, vampire aliens will come down and eat your entire family. So in your exam, you may get a question like this. 1/11 plus 5/12. All you need to do is follow these simple steps to get it right using the peanut method. Firstly, draw a 2x2 grid. Once you've done this, put an X in the top left-hand corner. A little kiss because you love maths. Okay, then take the first fraction and write it along the top, 1 and 11. Once you've done that, take the second fraction and write it down the side, 5 and 12. What you need to do then is just multiply out the grid like you would normally. So 5 times 11 is 55. 1 times 12 is 12. 12 times 11 is 132. The grid is now filled out. Okay, so now you've filled out the two-way grid properly, this is where the magic of the peanut comes in. Draw yourself a peanut around the bottom left-hand box to the top right-hand box. Make sure you get both numbers inside the peanut. Because it's an adding question, we add the two numbers together. So you'll get 12 plus 55. Which gives us 67. 67 then becomes the top number of the fraction in our answer. The bottom number of the fraction is the 132 from the bottom right-hand box. As it's the only number left over in the grid, this gives you a simple answer of 67 over 132. Simple. So as I said before, this method can be used for both adding and subtracting fractions. So now we're going to do a subtracting one. Again, you may see something like this in your exam. 7/8 minus 2/7. Do exactly the same thing as before. Draw a two-way grid. Fill in the top left-hand box with a kiss because you love maths. Then take the first fraction and write it along the top, 7 and 8. Take the second fraction, write it down the side, 2 and 7. Then fill in the multiplication grid as before. 2 times 8 makes 16, 7 times 7 makes 49, 7 times 8 makes 56. Once the grid is filled in, draw the amazing peanut from the bottom left to the top right as before, making sure both 49 and 16 are within the peanut. Because this is a subtracting question, we need to take the numbers away from each other this time. It is really important that you remember this. If the sum is adding, you add the peanut, and if the sum is taken away, you subtract the peanut. So 49 minus 16 gives you 33. This now becomes the top number of your fraction in the answer. Once you've done that, the only number left is 56, which becomes the bottom number of the fraction in the answer. And hey presto, job done. And now that is it. You are now a master in the art of adding and subtracting fractions. Gold will rain from the sky, people will stop to give you cash for no reason, and better still, alien vampires will disappear and not eat your family. Well, maybe just a dog. And remember, peanut method, peanut method, peanut method, peanut method, peanut method, peanut method, yeah! Thank you for watching. See you again at the next exciting instalment of PetXI Interactive Maths.